Welcome back everyone. It's only been a few days since my last video, but the Celeste 64 modding community has been hard at work, and there's been a couple of new releases of the Fuji mod loader since my last video. These have added several new features, but for me the most exciting, and the one that I want to talk about today, is that it's now possible to create custom code mods in DLL files that can hook into various events in the base game without needing to modify the base game's code itself. To demonstrate the power of this, I've been working on developing a custom entities mod, which is currently in an early pre-release version, which adds several new types of gameplay objects. To demonstrate these, I've updated my custom map with 5 new strawberries, which makes use of these new objects. I'm going to show off everything in the map now, so if you want to avoid spoilers, make sure to go and download the map on my itch page and play it now. The first thing that I worked on was 2 types of moving platforms. The first, known as sine platforms, are very simple objects that simply move backwards and forwards according to a sine wave. This was my first pass at creating a custom object, so these aren't very customizable. Therefore, I created a second type of moving platform known as cycle platforms. These platforms also move backwards and forwards, but are much more customizable. You can use a node in Trench Broom to define exactly where to move to, as well as being able to control how quickly they move between points and how long they stop at each point. One object that's quite common in 3D platformers, but missing from Celeste 64, is conveyor belts. So this is what I added next. These are very simple. You can simply define the direction and speed of motion when the player is standing on them. They also give you momentum when jumping, so these can be used to set up fun momentum-based platforming challenges. The final object that I've worked on so far are rotating platforms. It was a bit of a pain for me to figure out the vector maths required to move and rotate the player in the correct way, but I did get there eventually. And as you can see, it works pretty well. It also works when you grab the side of a rotating platform, so I set up this challenge where you need to hold onto and jump between these rotating pillars to demonstrate this. Unfortunately, due to a limitation with how the base game is coded, at the moment it's only possible for them to rotate about the Z-axis. However, I'm planning to support rotating about arbitrary axes in a future update. That's everything that I've created using the custom code support so far, but people in the Discord server are also busy creating all kinds of things, from gates that only open when you collect enough berries, to support for custom collectibles. The possibilities that this opens up really are endless. Personally, I'm looking forward to adding more common 3D platforming objects, such as these boost rings and gates from the Tori games. Development is also well underway on a variety of custom maps. While there aren't too many maps ready to play yet, it won't be long until we really start seeing some large, well-designed maps coming out. Finally, I quickly want to mention that Celeste 64 now has an entry on Game Banana, and this is where mods such as custom maps, skins, and everything else will be posted, so make sure to go there to check it out. That's all for now. Make sure to subscribe if you'd like to be notified of more videos like this one, and if you'd like to support the channel and get early access to anything I'm working on, such as pre-release builds and source codes for my projects, make sure to become a patron on my Patreon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.